this is the first weekend of spring, but we still can't let go of winter just so quickly. It's time for winter madness. We're pitting our four cities that had miserable winters against each other.
And this hour, it is the finals. Going down. Good low.
Whatever. Talk to the head.
Well, Paul is back representing the Boo, as he calls it, the Boo. I mean, I want someone from Twitter to actually correct us. Do they actually call it the Boo? All right.
They do now. Caribou.
Well, and I've got one of the snowiest places in the country, Marquette. Now, before we get started, though, here's a look at the criteria we used. Just to remind you, snowfall total and the amount above average, along with the max snow depth.
But we're also talking about the temperatures. We show you who has the lowest temperature, the number of days below freezing, and as well as who had days below zero. Ooh, and so with that in mind, let's get started. Let's get ready to rumble. And there we go. Caribou on the right side versus Marquette. 19 degrees below zero, our coldest day this winter in Caribou. That's chilly.
All right, but Marquette, hey, minus 26, smokes Caribou out the game.
Hey, we're on snow. We had over 12 feet of snow there in Caribou. That's well above average, almost 5 feet above average in terms of above average snow we saw this year.
Let's get into the 200 range, right? The 200, over 200 inches of snow. That's about 39 inches above average for the season.
You guys average like 15 feet, so I mean you're only at 39 inches above average. We're close to 60, almost doubled you. But usually like I think we're at 60% above, but
we're
also
still winning.
Look at the last category, days at or below zero. The big goose egg, we hit that 50 days. Think about winter being 90 days, so more than half of the winter we were below zero. So let's talk about this. Don't take my word for it. Let's go to the Boo. Let's talk to someone who lived through this brutal season with the city of Caribou. Tell us just how tough of a winter it has been there in Caribou, Christina.
I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you guys, but I think you said, go ahead, Christina. It's a little hard for me to talk about the negatives of Caribou because I really do love this community, but it has been a little bit of a tough winter. I think you can see behind me, but we are hardy folks. We have a really strong sense of community in Caribou. And, you know, we've been dealing with harsh winters since we've been established, like in the 1850s. So to put it into a little bit of perspective, our public works crews, we have 16 team members on our public works crew. So far, just since January 1st, they have 325 hours of overtime in for the year.
Wow.
If you add in October, November, and December, it's another 125 hours. So.
All right. Well, Christina, she makes a good point, good argument, but I have someone from Marquette who would like to weigh in. I have Corporal John Rink with the Marquette City Police Department joining us now. So, Corporal, why does Marquette have the worst winter?
Marquette, I wouldn't call it the worst winter, but it's been one to remember. We've had over 200 inches of snow this year. We normally average only about 150 to 170. So it's really been one that we'll all remember. Normally, we get a couple melts. This year, it didn't happen. In February, we got over 90 inches of snow. So for our total of 200 inches, that's like 17 feet taller than an African elephant. It's just been unbelievable.
All right, well, thanks for that. That's staggering numbers there with winter, but we have to have a final vote. We're 2-2 now.
I had to roll a whistle, too. Final vote. So it was a close call, right, between Caribou and Marquette. Each had their strengths. But what really won it out, I think, was the snowfall in Marquette, for example, which they absolutely went crazy. Right? We just heard there was 17 feet of snow. That's taller than you, Paul.
It is.
So any place that gets more snow that's above Paul's head pretty much wins.
Paul, nothing
it was
but
2 times, almost 3 times my height as well. But, yeah, that's Marquette. But, I mean, Caribou, we're talking 60-plus inches above average?
Caribou had a fantastic winter, but Marquette won. Congratulations, Marquette. Super strong. Fantastic for Marquette.
Well done. Yes.